Yeah, we kindly request all participants who are still around the BUUKSW area or outside the building to please make your way inside and be seated in the chairs provided. Okay, and we will share some announcement from the committee. We would like to inform you regarding the confirmation process with Secretariat Committee, especially for those who require shuttle departures to Ahmad Yani Airport in Semarang and Adi Sumarmo Airport in Solo. You may view the departure schedule from Salatiga on the screen with the meeting point located in this building. Next, we would like to inform all participants and committee members that a gala dinner will be held this evening at the Emerick Hotel Salatiga from 6 to 9 p.m. The distance from the UKSW campus to the hotel is approximately 8 kilometers or about 30-minute drive from here. And the transportation will be provided by the committee with pick-up points located at this building. The departure will start at 5 p.m. And we kindly suggest that you bring a jacket as the weather in Salatiga can be quite cool in the evening. And if you come by yourself, you can ask the driver to go to the Emerick Hotel Salatiga. Next, as a reminder that tomorrow at November 6th, there will be a dinner at the Regent of Sragen's residence. The registration via Eventra remains open today. And for attendees, please note that the tour buses will depart at 7 a.m. sharp with the meeting point in this building. And the last announcement, due to the official event that will take place this afternoon with several ministers in this building, we would like to inform that the indoor area of this venue will be clear and prepared starting from 2 p.m. And therefore, for participants who wish to remain on the UKSW campus until the gala dinner later in this evening, the committee has arranged 3 alternative waiting rooms located in Building A and Building B, and our committee members will guide you to those rooms. Thank you. Okay, good morning, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the organizing committee, I would like to extend a warm welcome to all of you to the closing ceremony of the UESPP event. And it has been more than a week since all of you arrived here in the beautiful city of Salatiga. And during your stay, you have visited many remarkable places such as Prambanan Temple, and then Semarang, Yogyakarta, and also Sangiran, as well as participated in various seminar sessions held here. And we believe you have gained so many valuable experiences throughout this journey. And now, we have come to the final part of this year's UESPP activities, where together we will take part in the official closing ceremony of the UESPP. And to begin our event this morning, we would like to invite everyone to please rise. We will now sing Indonesian National Anthem Indonesia Raya, and followed by Hymno of Satya Wacana. Thank you, and please be seated. Now, to officially begin this morning closing ceremony, I would like to invite Mr. Koruntabiet to lead the first session.
Good morning, everyone. Selamat pagi. Dear colleagues, dear friends, dear students, for about 10 days we've been together sharing about our work, discoveries, and scientific results. But I guess beyond our sessions, presentations, and other and very diverse activities linked to the organization, everyone could live the experience of Central Javanese culture. Thanks to the dedication and passion shared by the organizers, we could also enjoy visits and architecture and share moments and knowledge directly from the communities of Sangiran. It's extending our exchanges way beyond pure academia. In this regard, we could open the borders of science to all, which was one of our goals. And for this, I need to mention all the persons who, and organizations mostly, who made it possible. And in the first place, the UISPP, which we can thank a lot for the organization and supervision. The UKSW also for welcoming and organizing all the logistics here and providing everything. The MCB and IHA in Sangiran, who made all the tours possible there, be it for the sessions or for the more common tours. The SIYF, the CIF, and the Pogdarwis, who helped us and were very, very important in sharing the community's point of view with us. Also, of course, all the participants and organizers, and the students who materialized all this on the field and in here, dealing with the logistics and the secretariat. I think we can applaud them all. And now, because we are a little bit out of the schedule, I guess, and I spoke a little bit too much, I will give the floor to our Secretary General, Dirk Birnbaum, who will give us his insights on all of this. Thank you very much, Dirk.
Dear colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for my hoarse voice. I do not deal very well with air conditioning, but I'm recovering. So, dear colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, as we are approaching the close of this significant 2025 UASPP Intercongress, Asian Prehistory Today, Bridging Science, Heritage and Development, it is more than timely to reflect on the indispensable role that UASPP congresses and international collaboration have played and continue to play in advancing prehistoric and protohistoric archaeology at a global scale. Since its foundation almost a century ago, the International Union of Prehistoric and Protohistoric Sciences, known as UASPP, has stood as a pivotal organization dedicated to promoting the study of humanity's earliest past. Through its triennial World Congresses and a network of specialized scientific commissions, USPP provides a truly international platform for scholarly exchange that transcends geographical, political, and ideological divides. This dedication to the universality and inclusivity of science is particularly vital to archaeology, a discipline that requires collaboration across diverse regions and cultures to piece together the rich mosaic of human prehistory. And if I can have the next slide, please. International collaboration has been an essential driver of progress in prehistoric and protohistoric archaeology throughout the past century. The USPP was born at a time when scholarship needed a neutral space for dialogue, especially amidst the turmoil of the interwar period and the ideological divides that later arose during the Cold War. Particularly during the early decades of its history, USPP's larger congresses were exclusively held in Europe, where the overwhelming majority of archaeologists were based. In more recent decades, this has begun to change, and USPP is changing in consequence. The fact that we are meeting here on the island of Java in Indonesia, such an important crossroads of early human dispersal, bears testament to that change. By deliberately maintaining an intellectual neutrality and upholding academic freedom, the USPP has created an inclusive scholarly environment welcoming bona fide researchers regardless of their national, cultural, or political background. This spirit of openness allowed science to flourish beyond territorial constraints, fostering a shared commitment to uncovering our common past. The inherent complexity the inherent complexity and interconnectivity of early human societies, migration routes, and technological innovations clearly transcends modern political boundaries. Understanding these processes demands a coordinated, interdisciplinary approach, an approach that integrates data, expertise, and methodologies from across the globe. USPP's global congresses and regional intercongresses, such as this one, focused on Asian prehistory, are critical forums for fostering cross-border partnerships. These gatherings have facilitated the sharing of scientific advancements like radiocarbon calibration, isotopic analysis, and cutting-edge digital heritage documentation techniques. They bring together researchers from diverse institutional and cultural backgrounds to share insights, compare data sets, and develop common methodologies. Under the umbrella of USPP, collaborative projects have illuminated large-scale cultural phenomena with global reverberations. For example, research into the spread of metallurgy throughout Eurasia reveals complex networks of knowledge and resource exchange spanning millennia. Similarly, investigations of early trade routes in the Mediterranean and Near East have redefined our understanding of protohistoric economic and social interconnections. These projects do more than just deepen our archaeological knowledge. And the next slide, please. They promote ethical stewardship of our shared human heritage by encouraging responsible management of archaeological sites and artifacts across national boundaries. Despite the undeniable benefits, international collaboration in archaeology faces legitimate challenges. Disparities in funding, concerns over data ownership, and divergent heritage management frameworks can complicate a joint process. Yet, these obstacles pale compared to the immense value that such cooperation generates. Indeed, these challenges prompt the archaeological community to innovate governance models grounded in mutual respect, transparency, and shared benefits, thus ensuring equitable collaboration. The future of prehistoric and protohistoric archaeology depends on sustainably nurturing these global cooperative networks. As the interdisciplinary nature of the field expands, uniting local, national, and transnational perspectives becomes ever more critical to fully reconstruct the story of humanity's earliest past. The USPP reliably exemplifies this approach by fostering scholarly exchange irrespective of geographical or political divisions and by nurturing a culturally diverse community dedicated to collective knowledge building. Regional USPP intercongresses, like this conference we just have been part of, play a key role in this broader vision. These regional meetings cater specifically to focused sets of questions pertinent to particular geographical or cultural contexts, providing specialists an opportunity to convene, present new findings, and explore methodological innovations in a concentrated environment. Importantly, they do so while connecting regional research to global narratives, effectively bridging local expertise with worldwide scholarly discourse. Asia, with its vast and varied prehistoric heritage, perfectly demonstrates the value of this approach. This Intercongress, Bridging Science, Heritage and Development, exemplifies how combining scientific research with heritage preservation and local development concerns can broaden the impact of archaeological endeavors. It encourages integration between scientific discovery and heritage management, fostering public engagement beyond the confines of academia. Such integration benefits from the multidisciplinary ethos USBP promotes through its scientific commissions. These commissions organize activities from symposia to workshops that unite specialists in addressing historiographical theory, environmental archaeology, cultural economies, technological innovations, and the societal implications of archaeological research. By drawing on natural sciences, social sciences, and applied sciences alike, USBP accelerates the refinement of archaeological methodologies and theoretical frameworks. The inclusive philosophy that defines USBP is more than just an ideal. It actively combats discrimination and resists politicization of the archaeological record. By welcoming scholars regardless of nationality, creed, gender, or political beliefs, USBP conferences serve as sanctuaries for objective scientific dialogue, where evidence and interpretation are grounded in rigorous methods rather than ideological agendas. This is especially crucial in prehistoric archaeology, where the integrity of data is paramount for reconstructing humanity's earliest chapters. The international network that regional USBP meetings nurture has produced significant cooperative projects and comparative studies. These collaborations promote data sharing, technological knowledge exchange, and theoretical advancements that deepen our global understanding of prehistoric and protohistoric societies. At the same time, they contribute to capacity building by exposing emerging scholars to a spectrum of methodological tools and perspectives from around the world. Looking toward future challenges, including cultural heritage preservation amid development pressures and climate change, as well as the need to engage increasingly diverse public audiences, this spirit of international cooperation will only become more important. Multidisciplinary and multinational approaches fostered by platforms like USBP are essential to meet these complex demands. In conclusion, the success we celebrate at this 2025 USBP Intercongress would not have been possible without our collective commitment to international collaboration under the USBP umbrella. It is a commitment that unites us beyond borders to share knowledge, protect heritage, and deepen our understanding of human history. Through collaboration, scholarly exchange, and mutual respect, USBP ensures that prehistoric and protohistoric archaeology remains a vibrant, globally interconnected enterprise, a testament to the universal human quest to understand our shared origins. Now, I've been asked by the organizing committee to say a few words on the publication of the proceedings from this Congress, which is, of course, part of our knowledge dissemination endeavor. Session organizers have essentially two options endorsed by the Congress. Option number one, publication of sessions through the Journal of the Museum of Prehistoric Anthropology of Monaco as special issues of that journal, and the details for this are available on the Congress website. Session organizers wishing to pursue this option should liaise with the editorial staff at the Museum of Prehistoric Anthropology of Monaco directly. There is no need to involve the USBP board in the process, but if you go down this route, please let the General Secretary of USBP know once your volume is published, so that it can be added to the list of USBP publications on the central USBP website. We want that list to be as complete as possible. The second option, excuse me, the second option is publication as an open access volume with Archaeopress under the standing agreements that USPP has with that publisher. In contrast to the Journal of the Museum of Prehistoric Anthropology of Monaco, which is not available online in open access for the time being, USPP has to pay Archaeopress for each volume published, and as the budget for this is limited, session organizers wishing to follow this route need to apply to USPP for the necessary funds in the first place. So if it is important to you that your session is published online in open access, you will have to send a proposal for your volume with a list of all articles that will be included, agreed with the respective authors, to the General Secretary, that is to myself, by the end of this year. We will then look at the proposals received, and if there are more proposals than there is funding available, we may have to rank them or fold multiple sessions together in combined volumes. So this is a more centrally managed process, but it will give you an open access publication that can be freely accessed online by anybody in the world with an internet connection. So this concludes the technical notes on the publication of Congress proceedings and brings me to the end of my talk, almost. I still have to thank all colleagues who helped to make this Intercongress such a success and a model to build on for future USPP Intercongresses. Particularly our Indonesian colleagues here at UKSW, and last but not least, the student helpers who kept the lights on and the wheels turning throughout the Congress. Akhir kata, saya ingin mengucapkan terima kasih kepada semua rekan yang telah membantu menyukseskan Interkongres ini sehingga menjadi sebuah contoh yang dapat dijadikan pijakan bagi Interkongres USPP mendatang terutama kepada rekan-rekan kita dari Indonesia di UKSW dan kala penting kepada para mahasiswa yang selalu menjaga kelancaran selama Kongres berlangsung. Thank you. Merci bien. Terima kasih. Matur nuwun.
Thank you very much, Mr. Brandon. And all my apologies for mispronouncing your name the first time. Now we will leave the floor to Mrs. Iwona Sobkowiak. Sorry, I'm for Tabaka. Sorry, this name is also mispronounced. For the coming of the next USPP World Congress presentation. Thank you very much.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, dear colleagues, on behalf of organizing committee as a general secretary of it, I'm honored to invite you to next USPP Congress, the 21st World Congress to Poznań in Poland. Okay, we have the presentation now, or not? Yeah. We consider the organization of the Congress to be both an honor and a responsibility for us. Next, please. Next. Poznań. Poznań is located between Berlin and Warsaw. Next, please. In the heart of the greater Poland. And you can travel to Poznań in various ways. Next slides, please. So the Poznań is located here, next, Berlin, next, Warsaw, yes, and next slide, please. So you can travel to Poznań by the plane. We have the airport, and we will negotiate with Polish Airlines LOT and Lufthansa the reduction of ticket prices. Next slide, please. And of course, you can take train from Berlin or Warsaw. It takes 4 or 3 hours, 3 from Berlin and also 3 from Warsaw. And as you can see, the highways and expressways network is quite dense, so you can also choose the car. Next, please. The venues will be held in 3 main places. I mean the Collegium Minus, next slide, in the city center where the opening ceremony will be held. Next, the Faculty of Archaeology at Campus Morasko. And you can see our main building and some rooms inside, the library and so on. Next, please. And in the Archaeological Museum in the city center, next please, where we will display the exhibition titled 30 Years of Polish Rescue Excavations with cooperation with many institutions, scientific institutions as universities, museums, and Polish Academy of Sciences, of course. Next, please. Next, we are preparing 2 volumes of Polish prehistory. We are working very hard on it, so I hope that the result will be satisfying. Next, please. And we offer you free public transport during the Congress and other facilities. If you show the badge, the public transportation will be free. Also, we offer price reductions at selected hotels, stands at the conference venue and at the airport, free conference tours in Poznań, and the bursaries, but the information will be given a little bit later. I think that it will be possible in December. Next, please. Also, we booked 300 beds in single and double rooms in dormitory, which is placed next to the Faculty of Archaeology. The dormitory is brand new. It was built 2 years ago, so I think that the conditions there are really nice. Next, please. We will offer also, let's say, archaeological fair during the Congress, and we will invite many publishing houses and companies who produce archaeological equipment. Next, please. And we will offer also some post-Congress excursions to the long barrows, so-called Polish pyramids of the Fanal-Bikel culture in Kujawia region. Next, please. To the Krzemionki Opatowskie striped flint mine in the western part of Poland, and the cave Raj, so it means paradise in English. Next, please. So you can see the strip flint. It is on the UNESCO list, this mine. Next. And the Raj cave where Neanderthal settlement were discovered. Next, please. Also to Biskupin, the stronghold from the Bronze Age. Next, please. And to Ostrów Lednicki and Gniezno, Ostrów Letnicki is I think, is the most important place in Poland because our first pious dynasty was located there. So this is very interesting museum. You can visit the ruins of the Palatium and so on. Next, please. And Wieliczka salt mine in the southern part of Poland, which is also at the UNESCO list. Next, please. Next. And Kraków, the pearl of Polish cities. Next, please, there are several photos of Kraków. Next. Next. And next one, please. Okay, next slides. At the end, please have a look at some places in Poznań. So please show the slides. There's the main street, the opera. Next, please. The old town square. Next, please. The famous Poznań goats. The Kolegiacki place. Next. The Cytadela Park, when you can see the famous sculptures by Magdalena Abakanowicz. Next, the Palm House. Next, there are some interesting museums, for example, that's connected with the Enigma. Next, Palatium. Next, and the very nice shopping center, which is called Old Brewery. There are nice cafes there and, and very nice places to have a rest. Next, please. Of course, food, our pearl, let's say, rogal świętomarciński. It is a cake with white poppy inside. Next, of course, pierogi. And next, see you in Poznań next year. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Now we will have a presentation of the next IPPA Congress by Ibu Anggraeni, if Ibu wants to join.
Good morning, esteemed colleagues, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Indo-Pacific Prehistory Association, IPPA, I would like to express my gratitude to the UISPP board committees, especially the coordinators, Professor François Sema and Professor Hari Widianto, who inviting me to promote the 23rd IPPA Congress, which will be held in Indonesia next year. It is a great honor for Indonesia to host the IPPA Congress for the second time. Indonesia previously hosted the IPPA Congress in Yogyakarta in 1990 under the leadership of the late Professor Suyono. As the current president of IPPA, I'm excited and grateful for the opportunity to lead this remarkable conference, which will bring together IPPA members and other participants from various countries in the world to share their ideas and experiences. The 23rd IPPA Congress, to be held between the 2nd and 7th November 2026, is co-organized with Gadjah Mada University, Yogyakarta Special Region Culture Service, or Kunda Kabudayaan Daerah Istimewa Yogyakarta, and Indonesian National Research Center Research and Innovation Agency, or BRIN, and will once again be held in Yogyakarta. Next, please. IPPA has around 1,000 members from about 30 countries. Past conferences have brought together a balanced mixture of senior and junior researchers, including a large number of undergraduate, graduate, and postgraduate students. These students would otherwise have little chance to network with colleagues and peers from around the world. IPPA congresses are held approximately every 4 years and are always organized and hosted by in-country institutions. The previous Congress was held in Hue, Vietnam in 2018 by the Institute of Archaeology and the Hue Monuments Conservation Center, and the most recent Congress held in Chiang Mai, Thailand in 2022 by Silpakorn University attracted around 600 delegates. Next, please. The 23rd Congress of the Indo-Pacific Prehistory Association aims to bring together scholars around the world to present papers and discuss diverse themes within the framework of Indo-Pacific archaeology. Next. With the general theme being current and future direction in the Indo-Pacific archaeological research, the Congress will provide an opportunity for local and international researchers to develop new and innovative research agendas, and for early career researchers to interact with peers from within and outside their own countries and regions. Over the past decades, the Indo-Pacific region, especially Indonesia, has become pivotal in developing our global understanding of human evolution, mobility, colonization, and modern human technological and ideological development. Other key topics addressed at IPPA conferences include the emergence of food-producing societies and the transformation to city-states. More recent historical developments include the rise and the expansion of Indic states. Significant issues that will be addressed include museum, heritage, conservation, and the trade in antiquities. Recently, the decolonizing archaeology, indigenous perspectives, and methodologies have also taken on greater prominence. There has been considerable interest in proposing a session for November 2026. The committee received 103 proposals and are in the process of deciding on what session to retain, what to combine, and what will we regrettably have to reject. The 4-day IPPA conference will typically include 5 to 6 parallel sessions. According to IPPA standard format, panel conveners will organize sessions around various topical themes, including early human colonization, mobility, and adaptation, later Holocene archaeological research, cultural and biological anthropology, genetics and human evolution, ethics and archaeology, museums and cultural heritage management, conservation, maritime archaeology, indigenous archaeology, comparative linguistics, and other interdisciplinary themes. The conference covers all periods from early hominins to the historical past. Next, please. IPPA 2026 will also feature a poster session. At least one author of each poster must attend the conference to present it. There will be 3 awards, one for the best student presentation, one for the best poster which open to all, and one for the best presentation by a professional, which defined as an individual whose main affiliation is not with an academic institution. A committee consisting of a chair, members of IPPA Executive Committee, and the Indonesian Hosting Committee will evaluate the award categories. Next, please. During the mid-conference break, the IPPA committee will organize a one-day local tour for interested delegates. In addition, 1 or 2 days before the Congress, IPPA will host workshops focused on specific topics and training. This workshop will provide an opportunity for participants to discuss with and enhance collaborative partnership and/or learn new skills in areas such as radiocarbon and Bayesian analysis, and as well as grant application writing. Next. Our local team will collaborate with international committees to prepare for and ensure the success of another IPPA Congress for Foster Respect. I hope the coming conference at Gadjah Mada University successfully communicates a wide range of topics and current issues in the Indo-Pacific region and beyond. As I take on the role, I'm guided by a deep respect for IPPA's legacy and a strong commitment to its mission. Next. Finally, I'm looking forward to working to you all to ensure the success of the next IPPA Congress. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ibu, for this presentation of this forthcoming Congress. We hope as many of you possible will be able to attend these 2 events. Now, maybe, if I may, we will invite you to a coffee break after resuming here in a few minutes. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Konante Biets, for leading the presentation. And before we move on the second session, we will take a short break. And we have prepared a coffee break at the back of the building. And we will have... Okay. We will have 10-minute break, and afterwards we kindly ask everyone to return to this room, and then we will continue with the second session until lunchtime. Thank you. To all participants, we would like to invite you to please return to your seats. We are now about to begin the second session of the UESPP closing ceremony. Once again, to all participants, we would like to invite you to please return to your seat because we are now about to begin the second session of the USPP closing ceremony. Okay, to all participants, we would like to invite you to please return to your seats. We are now about to begin the second session of the UESBP closing ceremony. For the next session, roundtable, conclusions and overall perception. Okay, we are now about to start the second session of the UESBP closing ceremony. With great respect, I would like to invite Professor Heri Widianto and Professor Francois Sema to kindly come forward and take their seats at the round table prepare to lead the session on conclusion and overall perceptions of the UESBP activities. We would also like to invite Bapak Heri Yogaswara from BRIN, Bapak S.T. Prabowo from the Ministry of Culture, Bapak Yafet Yosafet Wilbenrisi as Vice Rector of Satya Wacana Kristen University for Cooperation and Alumni Affairs, as well as Ibu Titi Susilowati Prabowo and Bapak Ferry Karwur as Head of the Research Center of Satya Wacana Kristen University.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. Time flies. After we begin this conference on 27th of October, now today we arrive to the closings of the conference. And we have more than 250 communication, 250 abstract, 250 discussion concerning about human, culture, paleo environment, and conservation. This abstract with wealth, with the title of the conference, Prehistory of Asia, Bridging Science, Heritage and Development. It consists of discussions about human, discussion about culture, about conservation, and also about the development. Now, today we will have a conclusion remarks from this conference. And just a few minutes ago, we listened about the next USPP on Poznan in Poland. And we assume that this meeting will be the milestones from behind us, Timisoara meeting, and ahead of us, Poznan meeting. So you have already more about 10 days in Salatiga, in Sangiran, in Yogyakarta, and you have visited some cultural places here. I hope it will be remains a good memory for you all before you leave the town tomorrow or maybe begin this late afternoon. So here we have some personal from the supporting conference here. The first one is Professor Jacek Kapansinski, the president of USPP, and also from Kristen University of Satya Wacana, Bu Titi, Pak Ferry, Pak Prof. Yapet, the Vice Rector of International Collaboration, and also from BRIN, Dr. Heri Jugaswara, and Ibu Lesia from Yayasan Arsari, who support this event. Pak Prabowo from the Ministry of Culture, and of course, Professor François Sema, the coordinator of this event. So we will hear the perceptions of these important persons about our current conference that will be closed in a few minutes. So I will give the time to
Thank you very much, Pari. Good morning, everybody. We tried to use the system of a round table in order to avoid numerous addresses for today, so it's a more casual way of doing, maybe more adapted to your tiredness now, because after 10 days, I suppose most of you should be tired. Anyway, it was a great pleasure for all of us to welcome you. And maybe, I won't be long, but I would like just to emphasize one or two aspects of our meeting. Alors, the first one, and I'm very grateful to UKSW once more, is to have welcomed an actually interdisciplinary and intersectoral meeting in this university. I suppose it was basically an experiment. We didn't know, we discussed that in length together with the main organizers and also together with the direction of this university. And we are very grateful that you accepted to make the experiment. Alors, the experiment was successful. I had little doubt for the success among the academicians, say, but I was still a little bit doubtful regarding the students. And in fact, we decided to largely open this conference to students, and I'm sincerely, profoundly happy to see that all our students could come together and could exchange together about the main scientific topics we addressed during our 10 days. Not only the students who registered and gave a paper, but especially the students from 5 faculties from UKSW. How many faculties do you have?
We have 14 faculties.
Okay, so 1/3 of UKSW actively participated in our conference. And I suppose Paferi, Butiti, Bapa Dekan, Bapa Ibu Dekan, who are here today, this is also our success in terms of docents. We do not forget that capacity building is one of our priorities. The second one is that we could continue the dialogue with communities. And I would like to thank all of you who went to the specialized activities in Sangiran, to thank our colleagues from the Ministry of Culture and especially the Indonesian Heritage Agency for having prepared those activities with much care. So it was possible for you, whatever the country you come from, to meet directly with people living on a World Heritage Site. And that is maybe also for us one of the best aspects of the experience. So I won't be longer maybe, but we shall give the floor for some perceptive remarks, as said our colleague Ari Widianto. Maybe we begin with the National Research and Innovation Agency. Pak Heri, terima kasih banyak.
Thank you, Pak Sema. Good morning to all of you. I am Heri Yogaswara, Head of Research Organization of Archaeology, Language and Literature of BRIN. Actually, I feel disappointed because I cannot stay here up to 10 days. Yeah? I need to go back and forth 3 times from my office to this university, 490 kilometers. 3 times back and forth with flight, cars, and train. Why? Because my boss, the head of research, head of BRIN, told me this is very important meeting. Yeah, and also unusual meeting because of 10 days. Yeah, in Indonesia usually 3 days, 5 days is maximum. But of course we learned a lot. Yeah, about how to manage meeting, quite long period meeting. Yeah. Actually, yesterday I have a discussion and a meeting with the Ministry of Culture, Pak Fadlizon, and also head of BRIN, because next year we will have, we call the World Science Forum, yeah, in Jakarta. And actually, I learned a lot from this conference, yeah, how to make a 10 days conference with so many participants. And I think one of key is the balance, yeah, between seminar discussion and excursion, yeah, because I think we can see Sangiran and Yogyakarta, and also we, as BRIN, contribute one of very famous Homo florensis. Yeah? I think that's the first time we announce to the public. Yeah? Usually we don't want to show the original of the Homo florensis, but because this is very important occasion, we agree to show to the public. And we would like to say thank you to all of, in Bahasa we call mitra or partner of this organization, especially for UKSW, Satya Wacana, Gajah Mada University, and I worry I cannot mention one by one, yeah, but all have a great contribution. And of course to all participants. Yeah. I think this conference is a good arena also for making network. This morning I just talked with the delegate from China and from the Philippines, yeah, to have what is a collaboration, yeah, in the future about our research. And also BRIN open to all of you who interested to be postdoctoral and also visiting researcher, professor research. We have a scheme to invite if you want to work more in Indonesia, also for Indonesian, yeah. But usually it's for more foreigner researcher and professor. I think, yeah, for us that's really a good experience, yeah, and also good opportunity also, I think, to Indonesia to show our rich of culture, also maybe languages, yeah, because I believe 10 days in Central Java, all of you can speak a little bahasa Indonesia, yeah. Terima kasih, matur nuwun, yeah, and others languages, yeah. I think that's all for us, and we really appreciate. And also for the special teacher and student, Prof. Sema and Prof. Hari, and also I know also grandchild of Prof. Sema as a student before. And we do hope, I think, we can strengthen our collaboration, and also we do hope we can still work together to what is focused on the what we call the prehistoric and protohistoric study. Yeah, I think in Indonesia we are really badly needed, yeah, to have more archaeologists working in prehistory and protohistory. Yeah, because I think there is some uniqueness and also some other skill of technicality. I think that's all from me, and thank you for all of you. Silakan, Pak.
Well, I would like to just stand up. So, thank you so much, and thank you very much, everyone, and the Honorable President of UISPP, Professor Jessica. Yes, sorry, it's very hard for me to pronounce it. Okay, and also Professor Dirk. I would like to start this session by asking a very small questions. Did you all enjoy this conference? I want to hear a little bit more loud. Did you all enjoy this conference for the last 10 days? You did? Okay, let us give a very big applause to all of us. Distinguished guests, I remember correctly, it was 1.5 years ago, Professor Francois and Professor Ferry and Ibu Titi came to me and share about this conference. I have no idea at all about the prehistoric because my field is, I'm a lawyer. I used to speak in front of the Constitutional Court or the Supreme Court. So I have no idea at all about this topic. But one thing that I know, that this conference is going to be huge and will play a vital role to connect scholars around the world to fostering our collaborations and, of course, not only our institution, but also for the researchers and scientists around the world. That was my understanding, and today I have seen that, I saw that that was true. You guys said already that you guys did enjoy the conference. The second thing that I would like to address, highlight, is that, of course, during the conference, dialogues, conversations, scientific debates, methodological debates, whatever. But for what I know is that there will be a huge task for all of us as a scientist, as a researcher, that then will collaboratively work now on and in the future to bring a positive impact to our society, learning from our ancestors, our history. I think that is the main point. I'm not going to deep down with this topic because I'm not an expert in this issue. I'm a professor of law and economics, but I believe that in the future, and after this conference, you all will still have that connection, will still have that friendship that flourish your discussion and your collaboration in the future. And lastly, as you have been experiencing so far for the last 10 days, Indonesia is huge in terms of many things: languages, cultures, diversity. We have forests, we have the longest beach coast in the world. We have many things that you probably might not find it in the other part of the world. So I do hope that you did enjoy all the richness of Indonesian culture and Indonesian hospitality. And last thing, I would like to sincerely say sorry if you experience inconvenience things or bad things during this conference. That is because of our limitations and our weaknesses. But we wish that we will continue our collaboration in the future. And I do believe that this conference will also contribute a lot to the existing body of knowledge in the field of prehistoric or whatever you call it. I think that is all that I'm going to say. We once again would like to thank you, Professor Francois, Bapak dari BRIN, Profesor Harry, Profesor dari Darmanto, Bapak Darmanto dari Pak Prabowo. Okay, I think, okay, it's a very big name in Indonesia at the moment. Please be careful with Pak Prabowo because he's the existing president of Indonesia. And also, let me thank you from the bottom of our heart to the UISPP, the president and the secretary general. We are happy to host you. And hopefully, in the future, we will do it again. Thank you so much, and God bless us all.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for this opportunity. You can call me Prabawa, not Prabowo, because it's similar to the president. I'm Prabawa from the Minister of Culture. On behalf of the minister, I would like to say that from the start we have a commitment to provide assistance for this conference. I still remember Prof. Hari and Prof. Sema, we have a discussion how can the minister help this to make this conference a success. From this commitment, we discussed that Sangiran is one of the best places to help this conference for success. And I hope that from the visit, from the conference, from all the meetings in Sangiran can provide some information, some knowledge for you to take back home and share it with all of your colleagues. And I would like to say that one of the importance of heritage and museums, and it's one of the meetings in Sangiran, is to bridge science and public. I think that museum and heritage is one of the focal point. And I would like to say thank you for USPP, UKSW, to have this opportunity to collaborate. And I hope that in the future we can collaborate more. And I think that this is one of the memories that you will take back home. So once again, thank you and have a nice meeting. Thank you.
I suppose, Prof. Jacek, you will speak together with Ibo Rector or Wakil Rector Nanti for concluding remarks. Maybe we can go directly to the pillars of research in UKSW, namely Paferi and Ibu Titi.
Thank you very much, Professor Francois. From myself, firstly, that I appreciate all of you come to Satya Wacana, to Indonesia, and what is in my mind is that I think we have already produced a meaningful interaction in terms of scientific communication. We already share our research, your discoveries, your thought. I think it's a very meaningful for each of us and also as institution. And the second one is that what I have seen during the meeting is that, and Professor Francois emphasized this, that in these 10 meetings, not just scientific work, but also cultural contacts between us. And also there are transgenerations, what I have seen is a transgeneration meeting between senior investigators and juniors who still wanted to develop their career. I think this meeting has cultivated this interaction. The second one, I want to to say thank you. Firstly, to Professor Francois for your long support, for your strong support, personally, but also through French-Indonesian connection. To the National Museum of Paris, to your groups, but also to the Embassy of France. Second one, I'd like to thank you to Pak Hari you know, we know Pak Hari in his condition, he still support strongly, continuously until today. So again, thank you very much. To the president of UISPP, Jasek, thank you very much. Of course, without the umbrella of UISPP, of course, we are not able to carry out this very big event for us. And thank you. And the Minister of Indonesia, Minister of Culture, and also Kombrin, again, thank you very much for your support. So I hope from after this, we're still able to continue our discussion, our connection, individually or institutionally. Thank you very much. Lastly, I would like to thank you for the organizing committee who work for us, supporting us.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. On behalf of the Center for Sustainable Development Studies, I would like to express also my appreciation, gratitude to the speakers, conveners, participants, and also organizing committee for your enthusiasm and valuable contribution to the success of this UISPP Congress conference over the last 10 days. Your research, perspectives, and critical insights have made this gathering intellectually rich and inspiring. For us, in the Center of Sustainable Development Studies, this conference has been confirming our stand in relation to the debates and concerns regarding heritage issues. Heritage was long absent from the mainstream sustainable development debate, despite its crucial importance to the societies and the wide acknowledgement of its great potential to contribute to social, economic, and environmental goals. Therefore, we really hope that we can continue to actively take part in the promoting the important instrumental contribution of heritage to sustainable development across its various dimensions through our works. In the past 10 days, scientists and practitioners from different backgrounds united by a shared passion for understanding our past and shaping a more sustainable future. This Congress has reminded us that our pursuit of scientific understanding is not only about uncovering human history, but also about illuminating pathways toward a more sustainable world. The dialogues we have shared on heritage preservation, community engagement, cultural resilience, and environmental stewardship affirm the essential role of our disciplines in addressing the global challenges of today. Various topics, intriguing issues, and challenges have been discussed and explored in different symposiums. Therefore, as we return to our respective institutions and communities, let us carry with us the momentum, the partnership, the questions we have raised, and the inspiration we developed in this forum. Let us continue work together across disciplines and across borders so that the pursuit of knowledge also becomes the pursuit of sustainability, equity, and shared progress. As we go back to our routines, I also hope that we will be more intentional about ensuring our research to serve the communities involved. May we continue to integrate archaeological knowledge and sustainable practices to build bridges between science and society, past and future, and across cultures and also generations. Once again, thank you for your participation, your insights, and your commitment. I wish you all a safe journey home, and I look forward to seeing you at the next UISPP gathering with new ideas, new research, and renewed enthusiasm. Thank you.
Okay, dear colleagues, if you had a look, and I hope you had a look on our publications, on our website, etc., you've seen a lot of logos, okay? Some of the logos are from organizing institutions, partner institutions, but others are also from what we used to call sponsors, okay? Alors, maybe we can have some thought about what is the role of a sponsor. Alors, usually and most often, the role of a sponsor is to provide money or material, and then we use it, and then we acknowledge by a beautiful logo, and then goodbye. Okay. On another hand, when we organize a meeting like the one we did, we try, and that was very well summed up by Ibu Titi's intervention, we try to think about all the facets of our gathering, including society, including a lot of things, and including social responsibility. And this is why, together with Prof. Ari, we asked our colleague, Ibu Leika from Arsari Foundation, to kindly come to join this roundtable and to share maybe some ideas about our common discussions, etc., regarding social responsibility of the private sector and of NGOs, and what is their actual possible contribution, much beyond simple money. Thank you.
Okay. Terima kasih. Good morning, everyone, ladies and gentlemen. It is my honor to be speaking in front of this session today as one of the sponsors that make this event berjalan dengan lancar. It went very well until the last day, and also same with Pak Heri. I am sorry that I couldn't spend the 10 days here. I only arrived on Monday, and then I joined the session in Sangiran, and also I joined the sessions here. And from the behalf of Pak Hasim Joyo Hadikusumo and from the Yayasan Arsari Joyo Hadikusumo or the Arsari Foundation, I would like to express my deepest gratitude from Pak Hashim to the committee, to the participant, to UKSW, to BRIN, Kementerian Kebudayaan, and all the supporting committee and also the supporting partners that made this conference or this symposium possible. And also from USPP, thank you for the opportunity. And from the side of Yayasan Arsari Joyo Hadikusumo, Pak Hasim Joyo Hadikusumo has been in the field of supporting junior researchers, especially in the archaeology and the prehistory topics for a long time. And yesterday I also met with several of the scholars that were supported their master's research, their PhD research by the foundation from long ago, and we can talk. I myself, I'm not from the background of archaeology or prehistory. I'm from international relations, but everyone is so welcoming towards the opportunity of interdisciplinary research together, also outside the field of archaeology as well. So this is such an honor, and seeing everybody here is so enthusiastic and also very, very happy to share their knowledge and share their discussions together throughout the time of the symposium. We're very happy, and also for Professor Francois and Professor Hari for the opportunity as well. Also letting us know that there will be publications from the abstracts that were submitted by the participants in the symposium, and hopefully that it will be a newly way to share the interdisciplinary discussions between the field of archaeology, prehistory, and also with the other forms of knowledge as well. So that's all for me. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
And before the official closing ceremony, Pak Ferry, you insisted about the intergenerational aspect of our conference, okay? I'm not the youngest here. Okay, so maybe we can ask two of our junior colleagues, Mas Dika and Mas Miguel, to share some perception. It's not a random choice, in fact, because Miguel is prehistorian and Dika is
from Indonesia. Oh, destination, tourism destination. Okay. So good morning, all. Yeah. So my name is Mardika Xioming. You can call me Dika, and I am a undergraduate, and I study about tourism destination. Yeah, study about like a plan and management from destination. So what I got in USPP for 10 days, yeah, I learned about the museum. Museum is, I joined SO6 about tourism, and I learned many things like how can we as a management of museum like get interest from the younger, from the tourists to come in the museum, how to make a creative product for the museum, like a story and others, and then not just in Indonesia, not just in Sangiran. I learned about museum in China and Korea. There is one session that teach presenting their museums. Yeah, that's a very important experience for me, and yeah, it's a very good unforgettable moment for me. Yes. Yeah. Okay. No.
So thank you everyone to be here. I would like to say thank you a lot for all the organizing committee that is behind all of this huge event. I would also like to share my feeling during these 10 days. I feel like we were creating a worldwide network family. Why I say family? I say family because a family used to share all the activities. They used to eat together. They used to have fun together, to visit some place together, also in the working time together. So I was feeling during this day that was not just coming for some presentation, also all the tour and all the activity that have been organized. I feel like it's a huge opportunity to be connected and feel a little bit more about the Indonesian culture and the Java Island culture, to be part of there and to take in our hair a little bit of a remember of what is Indonesia and how are the people here. For me, in my opinion, I love the people from here in Indonesia, all of them. I just met them a couple of months ago, but I think that every one of you have been with this kind of experience during this date in the tour or visiting of any shop or when we are eating, everyone try to come to you, try to be nice, try to be warm. They try to construct or to build a family feelings around all their area. So, in my opinion, during these 10 days, I have learned a lot. Thank you to all the presentation, for all of you that have organized some presentations, some tours, some workshop. Just give the best and a huge applause for all of you guys and all the committee that had provided to all of us these moments.
Mas Kristen.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much for your wonderful sharing. And as an expression of our gratitude and appreciation, the USPP committee would like to present a token of appreciation to Director of Satya Wacana Kristen University. Dalam hal ini diwakili oleh Pak Yafet. And also to representative of the participants, Saudara Gilang. Okay. This token is a book titled Prehistory of Indonesia, Value and Display, authored by Bapak Hari Widianto, Bapak Truman Simanjuntak, Ibu Marlia Yulianti Rosida, and Bapak François Sema. And we would therefore like to respectfully invite Bapak Yafet and also Mas Gilang to come forward, followed by Pak François, Pak Hari Widianto, and Mbak Marlia to present this token of appreciation. Okay, thank you very much, and we kindly invite our distinguished guests at the front to please return to their seat. Okay, please give a big applause. Thank you very much. Okay, and please return to their seat, and then next we will proceed to the closing addresses. And for the first address, we are honored to invite Professor Jacek Kabasinski as the President of USPP to deliver his closing addresses.
Thank you very much. Dear distinguished guests, dear colleagues, dear friends. 10 days ago in this auditorium, we opened the Inter-Congress of the USPP in Salatiga, titled Asian Prehistory Today, Bridging Science, Heritage and Development. These were days of intensive work, but also days of a great satisfaction for all of us. So summarizing the Congress, let me refer to the three important words which are in the title of the meeting. Three terms which are science, heritage, and development. So let's start with science. I was participating myself in several sessions and was also exchanging numerous opinions concerning other sessions with colleagues. And without any doubt, Congress in Salatiga was a meeting of the highest scientific quality. I was built up with discussions, sometimes very hot, and involving many colleagues. That was also a meeting of young, open-minded scholars. I don't remember myself other cases where so many young researchers have been participating in the international conference. That is a very promising signal for the future of science, for future of research. And we all should be satisfied that UISPP plays an important role in this process. And in that moment, I would like to thank all the organizers of sessions. Your effort and engagement have built the success of the Congress. Thank you very much for that. So let's move to heritage now. And I'm deeply convinced, not only from my perspective, that was a touching experience observing how science is bridging with heritage. Just here in Salatiga and Sangiram. That was a unique and unforgettable Sunday event in Sangiram, where we have a possibility to observe how archaeological heritage became an inherent part of local society. That crowd of people everywhere, and overwhelming impression that this heritage is their own. Also unusual engagement of students from different faculties, resulting in projects presented to a wide audience. And third, development. Development is a term often used in relation to prehistory and protohistory. But that is also a term that refers to the future in different dimensions. One of the dimensions is a social development, and in that perspective, education plays a key role. What we have seen here in Salatiga and in Sangiram is an example of a unique education process related to the very beginnings of humanity. It resulted in exceptional social activity of local society. Several dozens of local actors, citizens of Sangiram on the stage, and hundreds involved in performances. That was really incredible. And all that wouldn't be possible without an exceptional effort of the organizers. In the first line of that great achievement were François Semech and Harry Vidiento. In several occasions, I have been observing how much stress it cost both of you. To controlling so many aspects of the Congress. Dear François, dear Harry, please accept our warmest thanks and appreciation for all the work you have done. That is a historical event for USPP, and it wouldn't be possible without you. Thank you very much. However, like in every good performance, except of many heroes which are sitting in the first row, there are also numerous other actors and people behind the stage. And without them, a success wouldn't be possible as well. You are too numerous to be mentioned by name, sorry for that. But I want to express my warmest gratitude for what you have done during the Congress. And I well know that it is not the end of your work. There are always days to close down different things which has to be done. A special thanks goes to numerous persons who have distributed food during lunches, during breaks and dinners. Thanks to you, we have a chance to experience the variety of regional Indonesian kitchen. It was really an experience. And to be honest, I have never thought that I will miss rice so much. Last but not least, I would like to express our deepest gratitude to main interinstitutional organizers of the Congress. Satya, Wacana, Kristen Universitas, the National Research and Innovation Agency, and the Indonesian Heritage Agency of the Indonesian Ministry of Culture. Thank you very much for your exceptional hospitality we will always remember. Dear colleagues and friends, the Inter-Congress in Indonesia, in Salatiga, is almost over. However, saying thank you and goodbye to all of you, at the same time, I would like to invite you to join the USPP World Congress in Poznan next year. So, thank you very much once again, and see you soon in Poland.
Okay, thank you to Professor Jacek Kapuscinski. And now we kindly invite Professor Yafet Yosefat Wilbenrisi as Vice Rector of UKSW for Cooperation and Alumni Affairs to deliver his closing address.
Once again, good afternoon already. Yes, good afternoon. Dear President, the Honorable Professor, let me see. Professor Jacek Kapuscinski, thank you. And Professor Dirk Brandhem, the Secretary General of ISPP, dear friends and distinguished guests. It is such a great honor for me to stand here on behalf of the university and on behalf of the rector of Satya Wacana Christian University to say some few words at this time of the closing of this conference. Ladies and gentlemen, over the past 10 days, from Salatiga to Sangiran and Yogyakarta, we have shared a remarkable intellectual journey. Together, we engage in a dialogue, discovery, and cultural exchange under the theme of Asian Prehistory Today, Bridging Science, Heritage, and Development. This Congress, as has been highlighted by the President, has successfully enriched our academic dialogue and strengthened our global networks of friendship and collaboration. Satya Wacana Christian University is once again, I would like to thank you all for allowing us to host this extraordinary conference. Of course, this conference happened, and it is going to be closed soon, due to the significant contribution of many partners and parties. And At this time, let me, on behalf of the university, acknowledge our partners that have been significantly contributed to make this conference happen successfully. Of course, I would like to mention, I've already mentioned Professor Jacek, Professor Dirk. I would like to mention the mayor of Salatiga, and also the Indonesian Heritage Agency, MCB Sangiran, Indonesian research body, the institution, Universitas Gadjah Mada, CPAS, and of course, Professor Francois, and all the extraordinary teams that have been working so hard since the beginning and until a few more days to come to close, and make sure that every one of you will then fly back to your hometown safely. Also, I would like to thank all keynote speakers, session chairs, presenters, and the delegates from 39 countries around the world who gathered here for the last 10 years. Our commitment is then still, I have mentioned it before, to work together with you all in the future. So please let us know if you can contribute to the next conference. And we also pray that our colleagues and friends from Poland will then finally, next year, also then host this conference in an excellent way. We pray for that. Thank you so much. Finally, I would like to warmly invite you all to have our closing dinner this afternoon. It is hosted by Satya Wacana Kristen University at the Emmerich Hotel, and it will start at 5 p.m. today. May this be a time of joyful fellowship and a celebration of all we have achieved together. Dear colleagues and friends, may the connection, collaborations we have built here continue to grow stronger. May international collaboration flourish across disciplines and borders. May our shared commitment to heritage and humanity guide us toward a wiser and more compassionate and advanced future. As you all will then depart and flying back to your home country, we wish you all the best and safe trip back home. And once again, thank you very much, and may God bless us.
Thank you, Professor Yafet. And we will have a group photo session together. And for the first part, we would like to invite all distinguished participants who have just shared their conclusions at their own table to come forward to the front area, please. And also together with Professor Jacek Kabaczynski as President of UISPP. Also Ibu Titi. Yeah. Okay, and next we will have a group photo session with all participants. And we kindly ask everyone to stand up and gather in the center area. The photographer will take the picture from the stage while all participants are requested to face toward the stage. Ya, kami undang Bapak Ibu untuk dapat berdiri, bisa berkumpul di area tengah. Fotografer akan mengambil foto dari arah panggung. Yeah, please gather in the center area. Yeah. Ya, boleh lebih maju lagi Bapak Ibu, bisa di area lebih tengah. Yeah, thus we have come to the end of the 2025 UISPP program, the very first to be held in Southeast Asia, right here in Salatiga, Indonesia. We hope you have gained many wonderful experiences during your stay in Indonesia, and we sincerely apologize for any shortcomings or inconveniences that may have occurred through the event. Thank you very much, and see you again at the next UISPP event in 2026. And information to all participants that lunch has been prepared by the committee at the back area of this building. So please enjoy your meal. And also we have some announcement for all the participants. We would like to inform you regarding the confirmation process with Secretariat Committee, especially for those who require shuttle departures to Ahmad Yani Airport in Semarang and Adi Sumarmo Airport in Solo. And you may view 6 to 9 p.m. The distance from UKSW campus to hotel is approximately 8 kilometers or about a 30-minute drive from here. Transportation will be provided by the committee with pick-up points located at this building. The departure will start at 5 p.m. And we kindly suggest that you bring a jacket as the weather in Salatiga can be quite cool in the evening. And if you come by yourself, ask the driver to go to the Emerick Hotel Salatiga.